Now, some tragic news in Utah County. In the past week, 2 people fell into rushing rivers there and died, and it's causing the sheriff's office to put out some major warnings this week. ABC4's Annika Johns joins us live from Provo Canyon. She's been tracking that. Annika, we can see and hear the river rushing behind you. Tell us, what are some of these warnings they're giving?
Sarah, like you just mentioned, you can see that rushing river just behind me here. Let me step behind the camera real quick and give you guys a little bit more of a view of what we're looking at. As you can see, I was quite a good distance away from the river here just for my own safety, and that is one of the things the Sheriff's Department, is advising people to do, especially as we get closer to these warm summer months. They're asking people to just keep their distance and keep your eye out. Now, officials, as they do every year, like I said, are starting to put out warnings and PSAs regarding river and water safety. Now, as we move into the summer months and people start to look for various ways to cool off. Now, officials say while it may look tempting to just step in for a moment, one wrong step and you could be flowing down the river. Now, a few tips they recommend are: 1, if you yourself fall into the river, do your best to get to shore. Grab branches or trees to try and keep yourself from flowing further down and keep your head above the water. But they say if you see someone fall, it's the best thing for you to do is call 911.
Get the help coming. I'd highly encourage people not to jump in after that unless you have the gear and everything else that's going to keep you afloat. We've had situations in the past where bystanders, jumped in to help somebody, and unfortunately they were seriously injured or killed in the process.
Now, a couple other ways they say to keep yourself safe is that if you plan to be next to a river or by one, even if you don't plan on going inside the water, they say to wear a life jacket, keep a whistle on you in case that if you do end up falling in, you have a quick way to get people's attention. Or they even say to have just a designated person in your party to watch the water and everybody else around it to make sure that if anybody falls in, you know the split second when that happens. Reporting live from Provo Canyon, Annika Johns, ABC4 News.
Okay, rush.